So we come to the seventh MMA history video, UFC7. So this was called The Brawl in Buffalo, and it was in Buffalo, New York, in the Memorial Auditorium, September the 8th, 1995. So we got a super fight and then 3 alternate fights for quarterfinals, semi-finals and a finals. So we're going to start off with the super fight. Ken Shamrock draws yet again for the second time for the super fight against Oleg Taktarov, the Sambo guy. Again, same, the old time limits, everything. Exactly the same. Each match had no rounds but 20-minute time limit imposed, with a 30, which an extra 10 minutes. Sorry, 30-minute time limit with a 5-minute overtime, which it did go. So that's that. And yeah, so Ken Shamrock, the shoot fighter, draws with Oleg Taktarov, the Russian Sambo guy. So we're going to go through the alternate fights. So we got Joel Sutton defeats Kaza Coleman, a TKO cuts. That was on. And yeah, so you've got Joel Sutton defeats Geza Coleman on cuts. And then you've got Onassis Parango defeats Francesco Muturi, submission strikes. Then you've got Scott Bazak defeats David Hood with a guillotine choke. They're the alternate fights. And then we've got the super fight I just had there. And then you've got Paul Valerian's big guy defeats Jerry Harris. Jerry Harris was more of a Kyokushinkai guy, and Paul Valerian's was a wrestling guy, which would be his downfall in the final, getting his lead leg chopped. But anyway, I digress. Then you've got Mark Hall, mainly jiu-jitsu. I think it was combat jiu-jitsu. Not too sure, because it was all mixed by different martial arts. Not always true with the martial art they come from. Yeah, so we got Mark Hall defeats Harold Howard. He was a Goju karate guy. Goju karate is basically what the Miyagi karate was based on. Yeah, that was Goju. Very similar to Kung Fu, very near. But there was another 4 arts or so. I think Aikido was the one. So many black belts he was supposedly having, different arts. Howard from Canada. Mark Hall from the United States. Then we got Remco Pardal, bit of a veteran in these. Remco Pardal, basically, he was, says jiu-jitsu, but he was mainly a judo guy to start. So yeah, judo guy defeats Ryan Parker. Ryan Parker was a Shotokan karate guy, very sort of wide stances, Shotokan, etc. Yeah, so Remco Pardal submits Ryan Parker. It was a lapel choke. Then you got Marcos Reus from Brazil, Lucha Livre. He is associated with, I swear, Jiu-Jitsu, but King of the Streets, as they call him, Lucha Livre. Submits Larry Curitan with a heel hook. Then you've got the semi-finals. Paul Valerians defeats Mark Hall, submission key lock. You've got Marcus Reus defeats Remco Pardell, TKO strikes. Then in the final, you've got Marco Reus defeats Paul Valerians, TKO strikes to the legs. God, they were really, yeah, something to see. Really showed they can work low leg kicks. Massive geezer compared to Reus. I think he was giving away quite a lot of weight, but he just hacked him to pieces, chopping a tree down from the bottom with them leg kicks. So that's UFC 7. Again, love watching that final. That Marco Reus v Paul Valerians. And again, yeah, he couldn't keep any weight on that lead leg in the end. Just sort of, you know, fell over. His legs were hacked to pieces. So that's the 7th video. UFC 7, 7th video of the MMA history. September the 8th, 1995, the Memorial Auditorium in Buffalo, New York. Bang.